3 months ago, I started on YouTube. And honestly, I have one regret. The regret that I didn't start it sooner. And if you're watching this video expecting a review of YouTube where the person got 10,000 subscribers in 3 months, went viral, and has been monetized, this is not it. This is not the video for you. I haven't been monetized. I didn't go viral, and I definitely didn't get 10,000 subscribers. But something really amazing happened during these 90 days that changed the way I think about fear and confidence and starting something new. So let's get into it. I'll tell you exactly what my numbers are, what happened, and what I've learned through this journey of 3 months on YouTube. Let's get into it. I've been watching YouTube since 2008, and for years I've really admired people who put their life, their experiences, their thoughts out there online. And the funny thing is, this is not my first experience on YouTube. I actually started YouTube a few years back. I did 2 videos, and then the fear took over and I stopped. For whatever reason, when we start this journey, I feel like you go either one way or another. Either you push through the fear and then it dissipates, or you let it take over you and then it blocks you. So for me, the first attempt, that's what happened to me. I was doubting myself. My editing wasn't good enough. My topic wasn't good enough. I didn't think other people were doing the same thing. So why would someone watch me instead of someone else? And I would tell myself so many reasons why my videos weren't good enough. So I would stop. And that's exactly what happened to me the first time. So this time around, I came at it in a completely different way. Even before I decided to post the first video, I had already given myself some rules to follow to make this process much easier and have a better experience at it. In real life, I'm really a person that's private. So putting myself out there in the public eye and online is quite uncomfortable for me. But this year, I decided to just push through it and see, because I really do enjoy creating videos, having different topics to think about and filming it, right? What I want to really just say is that the idea of YouTube never left me. So if you're someone like me that always wanted to do YouTube, but there's different things that stopped you, I think you really enjoyed this video and seeing how my journey went from starting and letting fear take over versus now actually doing it. So every time I would open a YouTube page, the YouTube channel, there's always a little voice inside of me that would tell me, oh, what if you hadn't quit? Where would you be right now? And last year I had some health issues and I spent some time at the hospital. And anybody that had been through something like that, they know, like, when you're at the hospital, there's a lot of thoughts that comes into your head. There's a lot of things that really makes you sit down and think about your life. So you start asking yourself a bunch of questions. One of the questions I asked myself often was, what am I waiting for? Why am I letting my fear stop me from doing something that I really want to do? So through that journey, I realized that the fear of not doing something I want to do became much bigger than the fear of failing. So that's how I stopped waiting for things and I started doing things. And I started this YouTube channel. So this time around, when I decided to really invest in this YouTube channel, I gave myself 4 rules. Rule number 1, post at least 10 videos before you start judging yourself or your channel, before you're looking at anything else. Do 10 videos first and we'll see after. Rule number 2, post even when things are not perfect, because otherwise you're never gonna post. Rule number 3, don't obsess over numbers. it's something that you can't control anyways. So just focus on the things that you can control and let the things that you can't control just flow and see where it goes. And rule number 4, learn as you go. Learn editing, learn thumbnails, learn YouTube Studio. Just learn as you go. Don't put any pressure on you, and everything that you are expecting later, whether it's videos getting better, the improvements will come later. And that's it. Those are the 4 rules I gave myself before I even started this channel to have a easier journey this time around. I posted my first video on April 3rd, and there's something most people don't know. I didn't share it with anybody. I shared it, I think, with 3 people the first 2 months of it, and that was made on purpose. I didn't want any extra pressure on myself. I wanted to really not talk about it. I didn't share it on social media. I didn't share it anywhere except I think those 3 people that knew about it. And honestly, it made a huge difference in terms of how I wanted to show up for myself. And I wanted to get comfortable first. I wanted to get used to doing the videos without having the pressure of, oh, does the video look good enough or not good enough? Or am I making sense? So I didn't tell anybody. I think I finally put a link of the channel on Instagram like last week. So if that's something helpful for you to do it. Do it however you want to do it. Now let's get into the numbers. I know that's part of why you're here. So I'll open my computer here so I can have all the numbers in front of me while I'm talking, so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. So I started this channel, like I said, with 3 subscribers on April 3rd. And today I have 17 subscribers. Over the last 3 months, I've uploaded 10 long form videos, 11 shorts, and 3 to 4 community posts. In total, the channel generated 2,200 views. The best performing videos reached over 1,000 views, which is great. I was super excited about that. And some of them did barely 10 views. We're still excited. I mean, 10 people, I'll take it. One thing I did notice is that my shorts are definitely performing much better than the long form videos. So something I didn't expect, but it's good to know, right? That is completely okay with me though. I mean, I love doing shorts, so I will continue doing both. One thing I did learn about growth is it is not linear. I don't know why. I feel like they taught us this in school, but growth isn't like always like this. It really is like a zigzag. It goes up and down, up and down. As long as the overall line is going up, I'm happy. The numbers might seem small to people on the outside looking at this, but like, oh my God, just 17 subscribers, just, I don't know, 10 views or 1,000 views. But for me, it's much better than when I started. So I will take it. And this is actually what people should actually also expect on YouTube. It can go either way. Some people have been here for 3 months and they have 10,000 subscribers, and others are maybe at 5 subscribers still. So don't have that expectation of numbers from the get-go, because that's pressure that you're putting on yourself, and it can make you want to stop because you feel like you're not maybe doing it correctly, which is false. Everybody has their own journey. Everybody has their own growth. If you're looking at growth only by numbers, you could be disappointed. So for me, the way I see growth and what I had told myself is really, yes, I'll look at numbers, obviously, but it wasn't the number one thing on my list. I'm really looking at it through consistency, my action of actually doing it and showing up every week, and the promise that I kept to myself. I made myself a promise and I'm keeping it. And all of that I feel like is a win and is growth. what the numbers don't show. What the numbers don't show is how nervous you are in the beginning. And I was in the beginning when I posted and I filmed my first video. Good Lord, I was so nervous. I think the few people that actually knew I was doing it told me at least a few times, just do it, just do it. And I know it's easy to say, just do it. And I tell that to people too. But honestly, that change that I see from the first video to now, I feel like I'm a completely different person. It sounds cheesy, but it's completely true though. That self-doubt that you have in the beginning, the overthinking, the, oh, am I going to be able to do it? Are people going to like it? Or this or that? Like, you tell yourself so many things, so many reasons for not doing it. But once you do it, you're like, why did I even wait? Why did I have all those thoughts? Because they disappear with time. And the more you do it, the more comfortable you feel, the more it gets easier every time you film. Even for me right now, filming, I find it funny because I will redo the same take over and over and over again so many times. And now I'm much faster. I just turn on the camera, the phone, and I talk. Sometimes, is it perfect? No. Sometimes I don't even know if I make sense. I'm hoping I do, but I don't know if I do. But it's fine. I mean, who cares? If you're watching this, I know you are not expecting perfection. And I know I'm going to grow and it's going to get better. So don't put that pressure on yourself if you are thinking about doing it. The lessons I've learned with this 3-month journey on YouTube. First, nobody watching is actually a gift. Sounds weird, but it is. So when you start and your channel and nobody's watching, it can sting. Yes, I completely agree with that. It can kind of hurt a little bit, but you have to look at it in a different way. When nobody's watching, you have room to grow. You have room to make mistakes. You have room without any pressure. So you can do whatever, and you only have a few eyeballs on you, not like 1,000, right? It's really a great moment for you to make all those mistakes, to learn, to experiment without having all that pressure. Lesson number 2, consistency is much more important than motivation. Now, hear me out. I'm not saying motivation is bad. Motivation is needed to start, but consistency is what keeps you going. So we've heard it. Personally, I thought that people who were like super successful were just very motivated people. They had it naturally in them. It's not the case. Everybody has some kind of motivation. That doesn't keep you doing what you need to do. The consistency does. So when you are having, let's say, a bad day, you don't feel like filming, you don't feel like going to the gym, you don't feel like, those are motivation. Motivation is like an up and down. It depends really on how you feel. So it's really flimsy, but consistency is the one thing that keeps you going. If it's raining and you want to go walk and you promise yourself you're going to go walk, you're going to go walk. If you decided that YouTube is something that you want to do and you want to film a video every week or every month, whether you feel tired or it's raining or for whatever reason you're giving yourself, you're going to do it. That's consistency because you said you're going to do it and you do it. What surprised me really with consistency is that it didn't just help me with my YouTube journey. It really helped me in other areas of my life. Showing up, when I say I'm going to show up, really made a huge difference in terms of keeping promises that I made to myself. And doing that every time build up a trust in myself that I didn't have maybe before. Not maybe, actually. I know I didn't have before that I do now compared to like 3 months ago. So I would say work on your consistency. Motivation is flimsy. Consistency is the one that you want to really work on and keep. So lesson number 3, confidence comes after action. This lesson completely changed my perspective. I always thought that confidence comes before action. I thought I had to feel ready. I had to have that feeling of readiness to do something. So I'm a planner. I would plan, I would research, I would learn, I would do everything around something to feel ready, but I was never ready. So I wouldn't do it. But what actually happened was complete opposite of what I thought. Once I started doing the action, the confidence came. Every video became easier to make. Every upload felt less scary, and so on and so on. So it's really the action first, and then everything else comes after. The confidence, the dissipation of fear, and all of those things come after you start doing the first action. Last but not least, lesson number 4. Growth isn't always visible. When people think about growth, they usually think about numbers, subscribers, view counts, money, but some of the most important growth isn't always visible. Like, I'm more comfortable speaking, I'm more comfortable showing up, I'm more comfortable sharing my thoughts, I care less about what people think or judge me on, and I learned new skills. And I've become a person that actually follows through on things instead of being scared of doing them. And that is growth to me. The thing that surprised me isn't necessarily how hard YouTube is. It's really about how much work that goes into one video. The research, the editing, the creating, the filming, the creating the thumbnail, the analyzing the video, the upload. Honestly, it gave me a whole new respect for creators that are consistent, because it's not easy. There's a lot that goes into one video. It's really like a small little project every time that you upload a video. But more than anything, another thing that surprised me is really the fact that you continue creating, even though there's maybe not a lot of people watching, or sometimes not at all watching, but you still continue creating because you really love it. What I've learned is that genuinely, if you really like creating content, the followers, the people who are watching, doesn't matter as much as how you feel about doing it. As long as you're enjoying yourself and you're enjoying the process, that's what counts. So that's my honest 3-month review of my YouTube update, my YouTube journey. And listen, my numbers are small, but honestly, my commitment is even bigger than before. 3 months ago, I was sitting, still debating if I wanted to start, still feeling scared, still not knowing what I wanted to do. And today, I launched the channel. I did a bunch of videos. I have a lot more in my head that I want to share. And I'm learning new skills that I didn't have 3 months ago. And I'm really loving every step of the process in this journey. If you are sitting and debating on something that you want to do, but you're scared and you feel like you're not ready, like I said earlier, that feeling of feeling ready doesn't happen until you start doing something. Until you do the action, it's not gonna come. So start whatever you want to start. Start it messy, start it scared, start it even if it's not perfect, and you will improve along the way. The goal is just to start. And when you start, you'll see the huge difference from one moment to another. Thank you so much for watching. And if you would like to follow this journey and see where it goes from here, I would love to have you subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.